What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy Biofiction. I'm back with another video. Now, in today's video, guys, I want to show you guys this beautiful setup that I took on Euro USD, bro. This was a beautiful demand setup, right? And pretty much I'd call it a textbook setup. If this is a setup that if I see it in the market, I am going to take it. All right, and these setups always make me a good amount of money, bro. So, I had an opportunity to take one of these setups today, and I want to come on here and show you guys this setup and share it. Maybe you guys can learn something from it. You can learn something that you may want to implement in your own strategy. There's going to be a lot of good knowledge in this video that would be beneficial to anyone who wants to learn how to trade Forex. I've been trading Forex for over 3 years, so I'm very experienced in the industry. I've been making money in the industry, so, you know, you guys have a lot to learn. A lot to learn, a lot to learn that you can from there's a lot to learn you can learn a lot from this video basically is what I'm trying to say. All right, so Um, if you look right here, you see my zone. I marked it up, right? And price came out of my zone, which is this zone right here. This thingy is that purple? I don't know what color is it. It looks like purple. This purple box, all right, is extended from the top of this wick to the low of the wick, and that was my zone. This was my demand zone. This is a zone that I knew that if price would have came back to this zone, then there would be a good chance that price would want to go away from it into the upwards direction. All right. So I knew that there's a possibility that this could have happened once price would have came back to my zone. So all I pretty much did was waited for it to came back to my zone and I entered on a break of candle. I entered on a break of candle entry, right, which got me a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio, right, which made me over $2,000, which is beautiful, and so yeah, that's pretty much it for the trade. And let me explain to you guys why I decided to take a buy today. Because this is what is happening on the daily time frame, bro. Why wouldn't I buy? Look at that beautiful uptrend right here. Like I know it was a little bit risky to take the buy because the market was already so high, but it was a good risk, bro. It was definitely a good risk. And also not just because the market is, on a uptrend, it's obvious from right here. As you can see, it was on a downtrend, but the trend started to change at this particular point here. The moment this low failed to break this low here, then that was a good chance that, uh, you know, that was a good indication that the market wants to change its direction. Because how the market moves, it moves in a predictable pattern. It moves by making lower lows and lower highs, right? That's what it was doing here. You have a lower low, you have a lower high, then you see another lower low came, took out this low. That's how the market moves. If the market makes a lower low, then makes a lower high, best believe there's a good chance it's going to make another lower low. There's a lot to learn in lower lows and lower highs, and you have to know how to read these things on market structure. You have to know like how is the most current price behaving because that's what you're pretty much reacting off of. You're reacting off price action, right? So as I said, I saw that the market was about to change its direction, and I was just merely reacting off that, and I caught an opportunity on this beautiful uptrend here, this big ass candles on the daily time frame, and I'm like, yo, there's a lot of buyers in the market. I'm gonna buy too. That's literally all it is. You just gotta know when buyers are in the market and just buy too. That's all it is, bro. And just stay consistent with that and discipline no matter what. And I tell you, bro, you're going to make money in this market. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally what I did. I took the buy, price shot up, gave me the 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. make some money, and I'm nice. That's really it. And it's weird though. Like I know a lot of persons may be watching this video, and you guys are thinking like, "Damn, bro, how did you become so good at what you do?" And the truth is, guys, it's just dedication. You just have to dedicate yourself to your craft. Whatever you want to learn in the market, you have to just dedicate yourself to your craft. That's really it. Once you're just willing to dedicate yourself to it, then by law and naturally, you become good at it. That's just how life works in general. That's just the nature of life. So I've always understood the fact that if was willing to dedicate myself to day trading, then eventually, I'm gonna become really good at it and I'm gonna start making money. It's just that simple mindset, bro. Like, if you can actually understand and accept that concept, that understand the fact that you're a human being and human capability is once the human can stick to anything, then over time it's going to become good at that thing. That is one of our abilities as human beings. So all I was just doing is just utilizing it and understanding it and exploiting it and just force myself to stick towards trading pretty much. But not to get too distracted. But I think I have a last point to make, which also was somewhat of a risk to me. If you look, because this right here is a demand setup, right? But look up here. There's literally a supply setup right above my demand setup. And sometimes that can be an extremely risky thing to do because you never want to really take a trade that you're opposing another setup, another pattern that can cause the market to, change directions pretty much. And that's literally what happened. And I could have came out the trade. I could have exit the trade one time I saw that the price was reversing back on me. Because keep in mind, I entered right here, right? So boom, my demand zone got tapped into, right? And price shot up, gave me. It didn't really hit my take profit. My take profit was right here, but as you can see, price stopped there. And at that point, you know, look at how far price decided to like, come back into my zone. It literally stopped there, reversed all the way here, and I did not, well, my stop loss wasn't so tight. My stop loss was around right here, you know, and price literally reversed all the way come down there. And to be honest, I could have exited the trade, but these are like the things you have to become disciplined at. Not because price is reversing comebacks towards my entry and my stop loss mean I'm going to jump out of trade. No, if price hit my stop loss, it gets hit. If it reverses, it reverses. Because I've been trading for so long and I've seen it so many times where price is coming closer to my stop loss, and for some reason I become afraid and I become scared, and then I get out of the trade because price is becoming is too close to my stop loss, and for some reason I get out because I don't want to lose. But at that point you would have already been in drawdown anyways. But for some reason you get out of the trade, and it would have been cases where I used to get out of the trade and price would literally start as soon as I got out of the trade, price start going into the direction that I would have wanted to go in. So it started going back towards my take profit. But at that point, I'm out of trade, you know, and my stop loss wouldn't have gotten a hit and would never got hit, but I got out the trade. And after I got out, it still didn't get hit. Price actually reversed at the point where I thought it would have continued from and started to go in my direction and end up actually hitting TP. So it's just learning those things over time and time and time again. Really just teach me to just accept the risk. If you lose, you lose. That's the thing, bro. If you're going to trade, if you're going to take a setup, accept the fact that if you lose, you lose. Stop wanting to not lose, bro. If you're going to start day trading, you're going to lose. It's a guaranteed thing. But the moment you can actually accept that risk and say, okay, I'm going to put myself in a position where I have enough money so I can accept a risk. And that's the thing. A lot of you guys want to trade, but you don't have enough money. There's prop firms, there's funding companies. Join a funding company, bro. Get the capital through them. Fund your own account. Then if you used to trade from a bigger account. Because to me these days it doesn't make sense you trade a small account, bro. Get a prop firm. There's company that helps with that. But That's the point, bro. Like you just gotta learn to accept the risk, bro. So pretty much, yeah. So price, it was. I think I already explained it already. And I'm pointing at the screen. But yeah, price really, started to it it it, it did approach the supply right here. This is a supply demand. It's like, basically supply is always at the top and demand is always at the bottom, if that makes sense. So yeah, I was taking a trade against a supply, which is risky because most times price would end up either just tapping into the supply trade and start reversing, and you know the market can reverse at that point. So, but really, yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. Something, I don't know, whatever. It could be something